So, guys, we've got more news on the NBA expansion saga where Adam Silver basically comes out and says, listen, I don't want to be bothered. I'm having a spa day. But yes, the Seattle expansion is happening. We've also got multiple groups eyeing the Las Vegas expansion. I'm going to kind of break down where's the cloudiness when it comes to Las Vegas because we have a potential pitch for a $10 billion stadium campus in Las Vegas with maybe a retractable roof stadium. We don't know, but it's going to be fully privately funded. But guys, these recent quotes from Adam Silver, there's no doubt there's enormous interest in Seattle. That's not a secret. There are other markets that have indicated interest. For the people who hear or read about this interview, we are not engaged in that process now. We're not talking meetings right now with any potential groups. What we are saying to everyone privately is the same thing I'm saying publicly, and that there'll be a very open process at the time already to consider expansion. So basically, I'll be honest, that entire quote was a virtual nothing burger. I thought it was going to be better than that. I did not read it before. But no, guys, the overall point, we know the big drama with the NBA is not the expansion, because that's happening, and that's going to be Seattle and Vegas. It's virtually confirmed. There is some drama with Vegas. Where are they going to play? Seattle, we all know, they just renovated $1 billion into Climate Pledge Arena. It's a perfect fit. There's already renderings out there. What would it look like? You're getting the natural light coming into the arena. I've said that's the next big thing when it comes to NBA arenas. It's letting natural light in. Climate Pledge Arena has that. When it comes to Vegas, there's a few more things that are a little bit murky. Are they really going to build another arena in Vegas when they already have T-Mobile Arena, which is state-of-the-art, that hosts the Golden Knights? And then you also have the Athletics building a ballpark. You've got Allegiant Stadium. How many sporting complexes do you need in one small area? Because Vegas is very small, but we do expect, certainly, it will be Seattle and it will be Las Vegas. The big speculation comes down to this. What happens with the New Orleans Pelicans with Smoothie King Center? And there's already a bunch of speculation. Smoothie King Center, it's the next Sleep Train Arena with Sacramento, to where the NBA told Sacramento, listen, you need to upgrade your arena. There's AAU arenas that are better than this. There's elementary school gyms that are better than this. It looks disgusting. You need to upgrade it. I think the NBA is going to say the same thing to New Orleans. And with New Orleans, I really don't see how they can renovate the Smoothie King Center. You need to build a completely new arena. I mean, the thing looks like a concrete blob of nothing to me. So we'll have to see. If they're not able to get the money to pay for $1 billion new stadium, I think we could see the New Orleans Pelicans on the move, maybe to Louisville, Kentucky, but that would be down the line like 2027, 2028. Also, just another thing I wanted to reiterate, when it comes to this timeline of NBA expansion, you can see Silver sets potential timeline, names two cities. They're talking about Seattle, Vegas, but the timeline is 2025 is when we should expect the NBA expansion to happen. And then the other thing that I saw, when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs, I mean, they're just going all out right now with this Wembanyama hype, exploring option of downtown arena. It's just remarkable. The kid hasn't even played a game, and they're already thinking about getting a new arena for him. Their current arena is kind of old. It opened in the early 2000s. You could figure, like, I don't think San Antonio's current arena, I believe it's called the AT&T Center, I don't think there's anything that bad about it, but I do understand in looking at some of these photos, yeah, you know what? It does look aged. It does. So you know what? This looks like a developing story as well with San Antonio, because we're looking at the NBA arenas right now. We've got the Clippers finally getting their own place, the Intuit Dome. We have the 76ers thinking about planning their new arena. That's not coming until 2031, so that's a ways away. And then we might have some rustling with the New Orleans Pelicans, Oklahoma City thinking of either a renovation or a new arena there. And then also we do have San Antonio right here possibly planning a new arena in downtown to appeal a little bit more to Victor Wembanyama. You know, San Antonio's never been a hotbed for any type of free agent activity when it comes to the NBA, so you could understand they would want to get a new arena. I do believe they just got, or they're building a massive NBA campus that's going to cost millions and millions of dollars. So that is going up as well. And then the other team that might be planning a new arena, I'm sure people have heard of this, maybe, maybe not. You've got the Washington Wizards situation, and it's really a dual approach with both the Wizards and the Capitals, the NHL team, sharing the same arena. It is terrible, even after the interior renovation that it got. The location of it is not good. They're thinking that maybe there's an ultimatum to where they might move to Northern Virginia if they can get out of their lease in 2027. Either that or they need a massive arena renovation or just a straight up new arena. So right now, I do think we're starting to see more NBA teams, after we had a little bit of a lull, more NBA teams start exploring new arenas. There's really nothing close to being confirmed. I do think the expansion is going to be relatively boring with both Seattle and Vegas getting teams and very likely not even needing to build new arenas. The only one I could see would be Vegas building that massive NBA complex that has movie theaters and all that different type of stuff. Another thing people were wondering, and yes, this is what I had originally said, when I saw that Las Vegas Sphere going up, I said, listen, what if an NBA team builds something like that? Maybe you need to make it a little bit bigger. I know it costs $2.5 billion, but how crazy would it be if you had a sphere-type arena with seats going all the way around the sides and the exterior of it lights up like a Christmas tree, just like the Las Vegas one? How crazy would that be if they tried doing it? I do think the cost would be an issue because, again, $2.5 billion, you know, for an NFL stadium, that can be done. You would need a crazy owner to privately fund virtually the entire thing. But could you imagine that? An NBA or an NHL arena that's a sphere and the seats go around in a 360 circular shape and you have like multiple levels of suites, of normal seats, and then the entire exterior, just like the Vegas Sphere, lights up in different colors and really whatever you want to program it to. That is an interesting idea. Maybe they could cut the cost down a little bit. But the Vegas Sphere does not really seat that many people. Normally with NBA arenas, the sweet spot is around 18,000, maybe 20K at the absolute most. It is crazy if Louisville actually got an NBA team. They would likely play at the KFC Yum Center, and the capacity of that is like 22,000. That would be pretty cool. That's why I do either want Louisville or Virginia to get a team, but I mean, it's extremely, extremely unlikely, let's be real. And also, I do think people got to stop with the Mexico City thing. It's just not going to happen with Mexico City. The air is too thin, the altitude, there's just no way. Mexico City, MLB, there's no way they're getting an expansion team. NBA, there's no way they're getting an expansion team. NFL, there's no way they're getting an expansion team. You can go to other cities in Mexico where the altitude is not that bad. I would say that's more realistic. But I don't think players would sign up for it. They would have an extremely hard time getting free agents because you're already talking about being in Mexico. That's a hassle just with the passport situation. It's kind of a hassle in Canada. But at least in Canada, I mean, let's be honest, Canada is like an extension United States. It's not the exact same, but it's very similar as opposed to Mexico. And also the other thing, you know, you're not dealing with any altitude problems in Canada. You're just dealing with the cold. So I do not think Mexico City is a viable option. If I'm wrong, I'll be shocked. I just don't see the logistics lining up for it based on the altitude there. But I did want to discuss Adam Silver coming out in another expansion quote and saying that we're talking with Seattle. We want to keep our options open. You know, it's not a done deal, but it is looking more and more likely like the Supersonics are going to get their team back. And then also very likely Vegas as well. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description.